hide in broad daylight, kind of in public. Actually, they actually hide pretty well online. I was unaware that what I was part of was a gang stalking community. So yes, they all get paid. This organization masked it with the spirituality. So they masked a lot of the directed energy weapons with spirituality and filtered pictures. So the biggest thing being that blinking sun, which is a complete scam. It's just a filter over your photo album. They filter a lot of your pictures, so they actually hack your entire camera roll. That's why it's kind of silly for anybody to partake in it. It's very obvious. Everybody has the same filter on their picture. That's kind of how you know you're from the same silly little gang or whatever. But basically, we get paid several ways. So they increase. Like there would be times where I would work maybe like 4 days out of 2 weeks. I worked part-time. I had just had my baby as a nurse. And instead of like my check being, I don't know, $2,500 or whatever it's supposed to be, it would be like $7,000, $8,000. So they can just like change the numbers. It's like a digital hack. They change the number when it's going to enter into your bank account. And then obviously the hours do not add up, especially if you have like when you work at the hospital, they keep track on like an actual paper log. So me working 4 days a week out of 2 weeks isn't going to add up to get an $8,000 check. So, like I said, obviously it doesn't add up, but I wish I had been taking pictures of everything then. I was taught in the spiritual community this was blessings from the gods. Really, it was a scam. So, another thing that they do is they have casino scams. So, like when you go to the casino, obviously they're following you either with a satellite or the droid or the drones, whatever. They can see through the walls. They're cyber hackers, so they know what machines are going to hit. So they use the voice to skull, which a lot of us are going to have to start calling it the microwave auditory hearing effect. That way your guys' doctors properly test you guys for it. In nursing school, I didn't learn about this sort of hearing effect, not even in my master's program. So that's what it's called scientifically. It's called the microwave auditory hearing effect, and it's a directed sound with a pulse microwave frequency. So basically they follow you and they can hit you with the sound and tell you what machine to play. They cyber hack, so they know what machine is gonna hit and stuff like that. What's up? No biting. Are you cray cray girl?
She didn't hurt me or nothing.
Awesome.
You wanna go pet her?
No, I don't want to pet. I don't want to pet that doggy.
He's cute.
No, go play, baby.
Can I wear with him?
Okay, go play. So they can hack the computer systems and know like what machine is gonna hit in that community. He marketed it as being finding a drug dealer that was a shaman, a Mexican shaman, and that he knew magic, spiritual magic, and how to like predict. He was so magical, he knew how to predict the machines, and he knew how to talk to the machines spiritually and say what machines were gonna hit. It was a complete scam. So that's what they do. They cyber hack and they are able to tell what machine is going to hit. Like I said, they can cyber hack into our bank accounts, stuff like that. And then they tell us, hey, go play that machine over there with the microwave auditory hearing effect. When you go to play poker, they can use those droids, I don't know what type of I want to call it sonar frequency. I forget which type of laser beam they use that can see through walls. And they can see the cards, tell you who got what hand, what machine what table to sit down at. Obviously, they're mathematicians. They use computers to kind of algorize, whatever that word is, to say, go sit at this table, these decks are going to hit, whatever. We get a lot of electrical shocks, so they can sit there when you go to play crabs or roll dice. I don't even gamble. That's the whole thing. They can shock those dice until they hit. And then we were to wear the stupid medallions and say, oh, the angels were following me today at the casino and I won. It was very dumb.
Yeah, very.
So that's kind of how they...
That's it. Sound like Zanita. You know what I'm saying? I always want to blame everything on the angels.
We were to wear the stupid medallions and say, oh, the angels were following me today at the casino and I won. It was very dumb.
Very.
So that's kind of how they mask it, and they say, did you win at the casino? Did the gods bless you? Those are your blessings from the gods. And then once again, they pretend to be the gods of reincarnations of these different angels, and Egyptian deities and stuff like that. It's the most dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then another thing that they do, they also have like scratchers. You'll hear, and this is not just me. A lot of people from that community will say, "Money just dumped into my account. I won this. I won that. I won the. I bought a scratcher and it was a hit." So they tell us, go to this Circle K and buy that specific scratcher, and that's supposed to be blessings from different. They're supposedly like these celestial wealth beings. And then when you win, you're to take pictures with the medallions, their other stupid spiritual stuff, their books, and then market it on the internet, market it on your Instagram, your YouTube account. So if you see anybody strobing that sun, saying a miracle is being performed, I've seen quite a few spiritual masters now using that. I think it's the Pegasus software. It's very pathetic. And then they strobe our phones, they strobe our computers, they strobe the lights in our house. So we're supposed to be recording. Supposedly that's like a heavenly sign. You'll see a lot of people strobing lights in their house. And then also you'll see people strobing the sun. And that's supposedly like an encounter from the gods. It's all filtered. Your phones are completely hacked. Our photo albums are completely hacked. But they mask it as spirituality. And basically, they also can use it to pay us. So that's how we get paid. And then, oh, there's a pretty little yellow butterfly. And that's how a lot of these gang stalkers get paid. And then there's Bitcoin scams, where the same way they strobe the sun and stuff like that, and those filters and the pictures that I posted, they can tell us what call out plays to make. So they can use the microwave auditory hearing effect to tell us what plays to make. And then also, they can strobe things at us when we're logged on to, I'll just say Robinhood, right? And then they'll be like, play this one, play this one, play this one. And they'll kind of like link it at us and strobe it at us. One way that we actually get to watch this live stream is they hack our computer and then they kind of like blink different links and URL codes and stuff like that. And when you get on the dark web, so we know, that's how we kind of know where to go to watch people be live streamed and tortured with this stuff. I never did. I've never been on the dark web, but that's what a lot of the gang stalkers in that community do. And then it kind of like logs them on to, I want to say, a satellite. So then they're kind of able to stalk you, watch you, and see where you go and stuff like that. And it's really pathetic. And then the gang stalking. So when this stuff happens, then like they don't just follow you. Like they can follow whoever some of your close girlfriends or whatever like that. You'll hear a lot of us say we lose everything because they jeopardize our jobs. So they do the gang stalking at the jobs, which is really, people don't know that they're already getting like the sound beeped at their head so that they can kind of harass you or whatever. They do it to your friends so they can make your friends like go against you, and then to your family, and if somebody's not very spiritually awoken or,
right,
an observer of their thoughts or kind of like in control of their own mind, kind of thinks outside of the box,
right,
then they can actually, fall victim to some of that, like this technology. I'm like, this isn't that far off the walls. All these celebrities now are kind of starting to talk about it, but when things become more mainstream, then it's like, oh yeah, gang stalking, targeted individuals, directed energy weapons, stuff like that, then it's okay. But this is kind of what happened. I was supposed to be the president of this organization. It was complete trash. I was disgusted. They do nothing but human traffic with it, assault you to your reproductive organs. And basically that, and then they mask it as Tantra. So I was supposed to be this tantrika and energy worker using their product, but that was a bunch of baloney. It's all directed energy weapon. A lot of that stuff, a lot of those guys are scamming with the Tantra and these directed energy weapons.
So basically, they just, like I said before, they're just using technology mixed with spirituality. They're using the device to do the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? I like what she just said, though, when she said that, they can mind control the people that's around you, which is true. They hack people. If you're not rooted and grounded in your spirituality, you're going to be vulnerable to the machine. The machine going to hack you. You got nanobots in your ass. People I talk to, nobody wants to detox. Nobody want to take this shit serious. Okay, it's cool. Just going to make your punk ass more susceptible to the damn machine. And you just going to be out here a bot. That's all. It's just that simple. As far as getting paid, I still beg to differ on the situation because these bots I know that's around me is broke. So when are they getting paid? Are they getting paid upon the T.I.'s death? Because Chris is still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? People in my family, they gang stalk me every day and they still broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, people out on the streets, gang stalk 24/7, they still broke. You know, so I don't, where is the money? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop this video right now because I wanna finish the rest. So I'm gonna post this up. It's gonna be a part 2. Stay tuned, 'cause I wanna finish hearing what she gotta say. I'm running out of storage right now.